A 280 pounds, 6 feet, drunken New York man got into a tussle with police at Orlando International Airport Thursday, in an encounter where he was tasered 7 times and still refused to go down. The altercation served as the climax of a chaotic meltdown by 34-year-old Ryan Austin Martin, who police said got into a physical fight with his wife and daughter, 6, at the airport prior to the encounter, and had been separated from them by security. Orlando police said the man also attacked an airline employee before he was tased. The chaotic incident was recorded in full by a bystander. "You want to see a show?" A looming Martin asks a group of people awaiting flights in the footage, many with their phones trained on him. "I'm gonna effing put on a show," he asserts, taking an aggressive stance as sirens blare. "Who wants to fight? Let's go," the man shouts in the nail-biting footage, egging on scared stiff staffers. Scroll down for video. According to a arrest affidavit, the incident began when Martin, who hails from Yonkers, grew agitated at his wife and attacked her while waiting for a flight to New Jersey. The redacted report revealed that during the struggle, Martin also pushed his 6-year-old daughter and tried to pull the neck of someone else in his group and gave someone by the hair. During that time, he left twice and returned with drinks, the report, filed by the Orlando Police Department, says. The footage shows a belligerent Martin daring staffers to fight upon being separated him from his family, after a fellow flyer reported the alleged abuse. "Why am I being arrested?" Martin shouts to a female staffer at the start of the clip, after being told to walk away from the locked jet bridge door separating the man from his family. "For doing nothing. Why am I being arrested?" Martin repeats, before laying into a curse-laden tirade. "Fuck you. Fuck you," the New Yorker shouts, standing in the center of the gate's waiting area, progressively raising his voice and moving into an aggressive stance. "Fucking a hole," he yells at an unseen staffer. "Don't touch me. Nobody touch me," he then declares, while still daring staffers to act. "Hurry up, mother effers. I'm gonna put on a mother effing show," Marin screams at the top of his lungs, striking a fighting pose. He then concedes, "I had a couple drinks before the go-am flight." The footage shows Martin repeatedly banging and punching the door in a vain effort to bring it down, screaming at staffers on the other side. "Shut the FK up, mother effer. You couldn't let me in? Fucking wanna come out now?" Martin can be heard saying as he attempts to break down the locked door. The footage then shows Martin threatening an unidentified person that they would end up dead if they came near him. "Yo pal. Don't even think of coming over here," Martin warns his off-screen adversary. "You're going to end up dead." Staffers can be seen ignoring the man and frantically making phone calls to report the mayhem to airport officers. As Martin continues to lean against the door, he issues another threat to an unseen staffer. "I'm gonna kill you," he asserts, slurring his words as he shouts. "You'll never want to fly on this effing plane." In the footage, a father can be heard trying to calm his child amid the commotion. "It's okay, the concerned parent says. "Stay calm," the child's mother then adds. Police are coming. Other flyers can be seen moving away from the massive man. "Stay behind me," a mother can be heard saying again to her kid in the clip, as Martin continues his rampage. Eventually, one Orlando police officer arrives on the scene. Crouched awaiting the confrontation, Martin says to the officer, "What, are you effing dumb? Get the FK away. Get the FK away. If you're f-king smart, get the FK away." Martin then turns back to the door and punches it repeatedly, before someone on the other side seemingly unlocks it and lets him in. Martin enters the other room for about a minute, during which point two staffers attempt to follow him in the room, which again sets the man off. "Back the FK up," he says, ordering the staffers to exit the room. "I don't want to hurt you." Martin's family is then escorted outside of the room, where at which point Martin attempts to follow them. The officer then sneaks up behind Martin with a taser and pulls the trigger. "Ow," Martin can be heard saying in the recording, which spans about 8 minutes, reacting to the 50,000 volts coursing through his veins. Still tasering him, the officer commands a still-standing Martin to get on the ground. "Get on the ground. Get on the ground," the officer yells at the man, who seems only slightly discomforted by the voltage. The officer then sends another charge into Martin after the first pulse is up, who then proceeds to approach the officer, who responds by issuing a third burst. Seemingly unaffected by the electrical onslaught, Martin then turns away from the officer, spurring the cop to wing a full-force punch at the back of Martin's head to finally bring him down. With the taser still going, the officer attempts to restrain a still resisting Martin, ordering him to cooperate. "Put your hands behind your back," the officer says as he cuffs Martin, tasering him repeatedly, 5, 6, and eventually 7 times, as an off-duty sheriff from New Jersey who happened to be at gate assisted with the arrest. At that point, more officers arrive on the scene and successfully detain Martin. "Listen man," Martin can be heard pleading with officers while on the ground. "I just had too much to drink." It then takes 4 officers to hoist the behemoth man to his feet. Martin was then booked on 1 count each of child abuse, battery involving domestic violence, battery, resisting an officer with violence, and disorderly intoxication. He was admitted to Orange County Jail and released Friday night on a $2,950 bond, police said. He was very aggressive towards that uniformed officer, who did a phenomenal job, the off-duty sheriff who assisted with the arrest, James Gannon of Morris County, said Saturday of the incident. "There was a taser deployment and then we went to the ground and I assisted in handcuffing the individual." According to the arrest report, the altercation occurred just before noon the morning of February 24. "That's why I don't live in Florida," a voice can be remarking of the chaos in the clip, which has since garnered more than 250,000 views on YouTube.